I was the first populist. I mean, the Tea Party, they're newcomers. I was doing this back in the early 90s.
Well, but you were the first person to kind of pull it off. I mean, the one thing that every system hates is populism, because it's a corrective, clearly. I don't know if it's an enduring movement, but it's a reaction against things that aren't working. And there have been a lot of populists in our country over the years. Ross Perot, most famously ran twice. Pat Buchanan, but they were sort of cast aside. And then most Americans had never heard of you, come up with this idea or back this idea to remove the UK from the EU, and you actually pulled it off.
Yeah, I guess what the advantage we had, it was a very clear, simple prospectus.
Yes.
We joined something called the European Union, a political union. We'd effectively become a province of this new globalist structure. So the idea that we want to leave, it was a very clear yes or no decision. Whereas most populist movements are about changing the narrative. And it's more difficult to pin down what success is.
I think that's right. And there are all kinds of cultural components, and it's difficult to explain.
And they get outflanked. So the established parties start to sing the same song as the populists without actually meaning it. But with what I was saying, we want to leave the EU. Well, David Cameron could say we're going to reform it, we're going to make it better, we're going to fight for a better deal, but he could never say we're going to leave. So that was the one advantage I had. It was a very, very clear prospectus. Now, it still took a heck of a long time. But in the end, we won despite everything. Despite President Obama flying to London to tell us that we'd be at the back of the line, all the global businesses, all the trade union movements, I mean, everybody. And yet, we managed to win. And it was one of those times when the silent majority decided the moment had come to go out and speak.
That was the moment that I realized that nobody in power anywhere in the world believes in democracy.